Welcome, everyone, to the Real Whovians Cast, episode 336. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Brian. Hello, Brian.
Hello, everybody.
What's up, Beefhead?
How we all doing?
What's going on, Tim? ¿Qué pasa? What's up? All right, so here's the deal. I've been finding out some information about Comic-Con. And I was talking to Brian, of course, before. Right, Brian?
Yeah.
As far as I know, a lot of places are sold out on it. But there may be a possibility. I'm just going to say it.
Well, actually, Joe, I found a site, but I'm not sure if this is a good site.
Okay.
Or not.
Well, but don't mention the site because then just wait a sec. We'll talk about that off the air. But I do want to say that let me just do this article first before we go into the Comic-Con in New York, okay?
Okay.
I want to do this article. There will be no Doctor Who panel at the San Diego Comic-Con, all right? This article is coming from Doctor Who TV UK. As many suspected during the announcement of the World Tour dates, Doctor Who will not appear at a panel at San Diego Comic-Con. Now, they said the representative from BBC America confirmed this at all. There'll be none at all. And, you know, there will be probably Doctor Who stuff going on, but nobody will be representing Doctor Who at San Diego. Now, we can speculate why this is, okay? And, you know, for all intents and purposes, they are filming Doctor Who, okay? They are going to give up filming time to do their tour, but this is before that, okay? So, argument's sake, you can't take off like a month, okay, to do this. I mean, Doctor Who is the schedule is tight, okay? As it is, it's a rough schedule for anybody to do, and they already designated time for that, okay? They really don't want to drag out the filming and then something goes wrong, so they want to get it done as soon as possible, okay? So we are not going to have it. Now, many could say and speculate, you know, the real reason is they're filming, but technically they could have had somebody as a representative at San Diego Comic-Con. They could have had Mark Gatiss. They could have, I know Moffat can't because he's filming. They could have had someone there, and they didn't. Not one person they could spare. Now, another thing some could say is that last year they got a lot of heat that they released a trailer at San Diego Comic-Con and they did not release it in the UK immediately after. Okay? Wow. Now I'm going to say this, that I feel that does have a part to play in this whole thing, because there is no excuse that they could have had some person, one person. It could have been the executive to the executive.
Would Mark Gatiss be a draw at this thing? Really?
It could have been anybody that they could have sent there to San Diego, and they didn't send nothing.
They planned out this tour, this mini tour, where they're hitting up all these places all up over the world, and they had to make some sacrifices. They do have to get back and finish filming. So
correct, correct.
It's understandable. It's not.
It's understandable. No, but they could have had someone there. It didn't have to be General Louis Coleman. It didn't have to be Peter Capaldi. It didn't have to be.
Those are the only people everybody wants to see. If you send Mark Gatiss over there, he's not going to get that much attention anyway.
They're going to be complaining that they get second best.
But they could have had a trailer. They could have had something. They're not going to have anything at San Diego. Now, that's the biggest comic book convention, period.
When is it?
It's in July, end of July. Okay,
so that'll be after the tour.
But see, here's the thing. This is where you go when you want to promote your show. Okay, they have all done this. Moffat, Matt Smith, Karen Gillan, Arthur Darvill. They have been there. They have promoted the crap out of Doctor Who at San Diego, whether they show a trailer or not. They have shown faces. They walked around New York City. They're not doing any of that this time, which
they're going to New York.
Yes, but they're not doing the most important event. They're going to New York, but after, in October, I believe, after Doctor Who is already on the air.
No, the tour.
No, the tour is going to be before that.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm sorry. No. I'm mixing up what I heard today with that. Yes, they are going in August. They will be in the New York Comic-Con.
There you go. They had to make some choices, some hard choices, because they obviously have to get back to finish filming and probably film the Christmas episode as well. So
yeah, they haven't did any story on this today, but I did hear from sources today they will be there in October. I believe it's in October. It's New York. They'll be, which Doctor will have already been on the air since August. So possibly towards the to promote I guess the finale or whatever, possibly or something.
Well,
the trailer for the finale.
They'll be making all kinds of convention appearances when they're not filming.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, at the moment, the filming's running like a freight train, to be honest with you. Yeah.
We have the
we presume that's it. Yeah.
The two-part finale is being filmed right as we speak. After those 2 parts are done, they are filming one more episode out of sequence, possibly episode 9, 10. The episode that we have no idea who's doing it, okay? Maybe that was the original slot for Neil Gaiman. Maybe it's Neil Corse. We don't know.
It's Capaldi. He's writing it and directing it and starring in it.
Is it? Maybe. Who knows? But they're doing that. Now when they go everything should be done before they go on the tour. And the only thing they probably should have left to film is Christmas special, which is natural. So they come back, let's say, in well, they come back in August, don't they? I mean, I'm not talking about the episode. I'm talking about the tour is going to be done when? August 15th?
The tour starts at the 7th. Starts on the 7th.
But it's done on the 15th.
10 days or something like that, is it? It's going to be 7 places, isn't it? It's not necessarily one a day, but it's going to be what?
But it is going to be done, on the 15th or the 16th? So, anyway, they're going to be back in the UK in August, and they're going to film the Christmas special. It will be done. And here is the interesting thing. Now, usually when they did the Christmas special, didn't they do it like October, November? Didn't they? September, October, didn't they film it, really?
September last year, yeah.
There may be a possibility and time for them to film something other than the Christmas for Series 9. Possibly, if they want to get a jump on it.
Well, weren't we assuming...
There is a possibility that they could technically film.
Didn't we kind of think last night when we were talking that maybe they actually started filming earlier than they said they did? Because they've gotten so far, so much done in such a little time. I mean, it's still June. If they started filming in January, how the hell did they got 12 episodes in the can, or 10 episodes in the can? When they couldn't do that in 2012.
And you should tell me I'm crazy, Tim. Okay? I have a theory that they will start Series 9 this year. Right? I'm not saying 5 episodes, 1 episode maybe, right? And the reason why they're going to get a jump on it is because I really strongly feel that we're going to have an extra episode next year. But it's not really going to be extra. It's going to be 14 episodes next year.
I mean, back to
the 1 episode that's... Right. Yeah. And that 1 episode is going to be the 10-year anniversary of New Who. Now, and I'm going to say this, I really feel that's a strong possibility. No. I really feel that's a strong possibility.
You said we could say that.
Yes, you can. Because Matt Smith really is pushing for it. David Tennant would do it. Peter Davison, absolutely. There's a strong possibility we may have another chance at a classic reunion of multi-doctor story. Strong possibility.
Where's Tennant in filming Broadchurch too? Are they
somehow, I have a feeling it may not be a big shoot with him, but I have a feeling we have another shot at a multi-doctor story for the 10-year anniversary. I don't think so.
It's been.
I think he's going
8 months since the 50th anniversary, or 7 months actually.
April is the anniversary, the 10-year anniversary of the New Who. Okay.
Yeah, and then on season 8.
Right.
So I mean, it doesn't even add up because of the 2 gap years. So I mean,
I know that.
It would be fun, and it would be. I understand where you're coming from. It would be great. It would be fun, but I think it's just too soon to the other one. They just.
Dude, I'm telling you,
shot that wad last year, and now they're just kind of like, let's just have a couple of regular seasons.
I'm telling you, man.
Let's get embedded in.
Listen to this: 10-year anniversary special, multi-doctors, Gallifrey returns. Totally.
Hey, I'm all for that. If that's gonna be like an episode Like if they were to
The
do
first
that,
episode, the first
it'd
episode
be awesome.
would be starting in April. Okay, it would be the multi-doctor story. It would be the season opener. It would be the return of Gallifrey. Boom, episode 1 of series 9. Okay, and then then we'll have a split season. And now here's the thing: it's going to be split. I feel series 9. Okay,
Why?
where we're going to get 4 episodes. I'm taking a guess here. We'll review it next year.
Huge guest, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say 4 episodes in April. Okay, or 5. Split, and then in August.
They wouldn't have it ready in time. Here's the thing. They're not going to rush back into filming. They're going to take some time off in between. Obviously, they've been crunch these last 6 months. They're lucky they've done all their principal photography, and now it's just left up to the effects and post-production stuff going on. And they're going to go on this tour, and then they're going to come back and film Christmas, or maybe the rest of this season, pick up shots or whatever. There's no way in hell they're going to jump into filming season 9 yet. They're going to take their break.
I tell you right now, they will take a break, but I'm going to tell you right now, there's a strong possibility they will change what they have done before for Peter Capaldi if it really is a strain with the filming. Okay?
Well, what I like about the news that came out today, was that Moffat's little, saying that, I've just thought up this huge cliffhanger in season 9 or whatever. Apparently some confusion over that. But the good news from that is obviously Moffat and Capaldi are still around for next year.
Yes.
So I know that's not a big deal, but So in other words, he's thinking that far ahead, like he did with Smith.
I heard another article today that he's doing what he did with Series 5, where he's going to have a story arc like that again. That's going to expand a couple of years, and this time when he does it, he's going to have more time to solve it, and it's not going to be a situation where Peter Capaldi's going to leave and he's going to have to rush everything in an episode. This time, he's going to have it. He's going to have an agreement. He's going to stay. He's going to do it to the end, and it's going to make perfect sense. This is what I heard.
Well, that's
so
that would make sense. Yeah. I don't think they're going to get someone of his stature and get him just signed for 1 season. They're going to have a commitment for at least 2 seasons, if not 3.
I do believe that it is a strain. Right. I do believe it is a strain for him, but I feel that he'll come out of it. I feel maybe.
That's what I'm saying. They're not going to rush into filming season 9. They're going to give him about 2 or 3 months off to chill, maybe do something.
It's up to him. What if he suggests that they do it, and then give him a little break?
You never, everybody wants to say that, but you never listen to actors. Actors, all they do is whine and complain and moan, and
But he's not just an actor; he's a director.
No, I know he's not just an actor, but I mean, he has he can talk to Stephen Moffat about what he thinks about this because he's an old fan. He's been a fan since the 70s or 60s.
Right.
But it's not like he's going to go in there and say, okay, I'm not doing this, I'm doing this, I'm not doing that.
Right. I know.
They wouldn't want anybody like that. He's not a diva.
And ultimately, he knows that their choice is right. Like, he's going to go with what they say because that's why the show's awesome.
As any actor that plays the Doctor, he has some decision into how he's going to play it. So he would say, maybe I don't like this line, maybe I would do it like this. Can I change that? And they'll give him that because, he's Peter Capaldi. Right. So,
I think his passion for the part and everything like that is probably what has allowed them to push out as much as they've probably done so far as they have there. But they're not gonna over egg it to the point where he goes, well, gee, I'm completely burned out, I'm pissed off with the part and everything like that. That's the last thing they want to do, which is why I don't think that, like Tim's saying, they're gonna push him too far and try and do something ready for April next year. It'd just be crazy.
The only thing I'm concerned with, and I don't agree with it, but we'll have to wait and see. I'm not crazy about this whole throwing him in with tons of companions nonsense. Now, in the first episode, we have Madame Vastra, Jenny, Strax, Clara. That's a lot. We're going to have Danny Pink. We're going to have a sister. I mean,
I think that might just be for 1 or 2 episodes. It's not going to be the whole season, I don't think.
I would rather just see him with Clara, period, for a little while.
Yeah.
I really don't want to see that.
And the thing is, we know the Paternoster gang. They don't have to hang around on the Doctor's coattails. They can, to a certain extent, be.
As far as we know. Yeah, they're only in the first one.
That's the exception because I like the Paternoster gang. I want to see Vastra travel with them in the TARDIS. I don't know why. I just do. Okay, but I'd rather them than Danny Pink and the sister and all that nonsense. I mean,
we don't know them yet, so I mean, it remains to be seen.
We'll see.
Like I said, I think that's going to be like a mini arc, like maybe 1 or 2 episodes in the middle of the season.
We know he's going to be recurring, not permanent. Yeah.
Because anybody that watched the '80s Doctor Who knows you can't have too many companions, and it does just get tedious where you don't know what to do with them. And it is better just to have the Doctor and a girl. So that's, I mean, it's been proven. So
I think we're going to see Davros return next year. I think.
No, Davros is dead.
No, he's not. I think Davros is going to return next year. I think the Masters this year, and I think the Ice Warriors could be an episode this year.
But didn't Davros die in the?
No, he temporal shifted. Emergency temporal shifted.
Well, all the thing that's been striking me is, I know it's just purely speculation, which I know Tim hates, but is these plinths that we've been seeing about, rest finally at peace and everything like that, we won't disturb you and all that lot. Why is everyone presuming it's the Doctor that's going to die?
Could be the Master.
Is that what they're presuming?
Well, I think everyone's saying, "Oh, it's the Doctor, isn't it?" It's,
I don't think so.
Well, he just got handed a new lifespan. I mean,
I think it's actually the Master.
It's the best Christmas present ever.
It could be the Master. It could be Rassilon. It could be anyone, man. It's it could be anyone. So it does.
I think it's the Master. It's too obvious to be the Doctor.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Was it got to be?
Well, maybe it's Omega.
Well, I mean, the whole time they've been saying that they're going in a completely new direction. This is going to be a slightly different show than we're used to from the past 3 years, which is a good thing. Yeah. I think they did. I think they were able to wrap everything up pretty well for the last 3 seasons with the
guys. Give me 2 minutes. I'll let you talk 2 minutes. Just.
Hello, Caroline.
Hello.
How are we doing?
How are you?
Very well.
My computer won't let me log on to you guys. It's saying something about a plugin. Do you guys know what that means?
That's Google. It does that every now and then. It says you need to just ignore it or hit ignore or.
And there was a recent update as well, I think. So yeah.
It's annoying.
But we're being, Joe was a little bit aghast that there's going to be no Doctor Who at San Diego this year.
What was that?
Joe was a little bit surprised. No Doctor Who at San Diego Comic-Con.
Really? Why?
Well, I think it's more to do with the tour, isn't it? He's going to be going out and pressing the flesh. He's going to be. I must confess, I've cleared my schedule for August the 7th, regardless of what it is. I'm actually going to make the trip up to London and see what's happening on it.
Oh, is that the day they're there?
As far as I'm aware, they're doing Cardiff in the morning and London in the afternoon. So
you're not that far from London, though, right?
Exactly. Are you? No, not far at all. It's 20 minutes.
I'm surprised about that though, because
What's up, Charlotte?
Hi, how are you?
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm surprised he's not going to be at Comic-Con. Because they've been at Comic-Con for the last what? 5
or 6 years.
Yeah.
But the thing about it, the commitment to travelling out there from the, if you've got all your principals going out there, it's a 3-day con. You're talking at least about a week to 10 days, aren't you? Which, if you're trying to tie up the last bits of your filming, that's a huge commitment time-wise, I would presume.
And not to be mean or anything like that, but Matt Smith was a lot younger than Peter Capaldi, so he's more in being young, he doesn't mind traveling all over the place and staying up late.
You're just biased.
I'm not being mean. I'm just saying, where Capaldi's probably screw that. I'm not going there for 5 hours and then drive back.
I think it really is. It's something that they weighed their options and said, you know what, we can't possibly squeeze this in. Otherwise, it would have just been taking a week off and they figured that they have a schedule and they have to stick to it to finish the filming. So I'm guessing that that's probably what they said. You know what? We're just going to have to sacrifice Comic-Con this year, and we'll make it up to them next year. Because we got this tour anyway. We're going to do this, and we're going to hit up Brazil and all these other places. So.
And we know nothing of what the content is that is going to be. It's an unprecedented. What they're saying is an unprecedented event, and they're obviously going all out for it. To be honest with you, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got their leads and they got the producer, and they're just going to go out and talk about it and promote it, which is, like you said, it's unprecedented. It's
Well, it's like having a convention in every city virtually, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
One day
I'm very happy with the schedule of how these episodes are getting filmed and in the can and done like so fast.
It is
amazing. I gotta say, I'm very impressed with what's happening. The only thing I worry about is
nature of 2012 and however long it took them to get that season, and then they split it, and just it seemed like they were just, maybe it was Sherlock, that got in the way, I don't know, but it just seems like they're really balls to the wall right now getting this thing made in the can. So
the only thing I'm worried about is, I don't know why, maybe it's because we really don't have too many spoilers, but I'm kind of worried I'm hoping that these episodes are really going to be like,
mind-blowing.
Best work, or because I really don't, I don't want to have like a season, his first season, where it's going to be like, that was okay. Not that he would be the one that would make the episode like blah, but I'm just kind of, I don't know, man. I have no idea how it's going to be.
Just don't raise your expectations too high. That's the key. If you go into it thinking I'm going to love this, then yeah, you're going to love it. But if you go into it saying, well, I'm worried about, that such and such writer, he wrote a shitty one last year.
That's not necessarily true, because a lot of times I went into something thinking it's going to be terrible, and it was absolutely fabulous. So
right, well, but that movie poster strategy last year was kind of backfired, because they were setting people up to believe they're going to watch an epic movie, and what you got was just an average episode, and so it ended up making people hate some of them. And it's just like, well, it really wasn't bad. I don't know why you're complaining, but I don't know.
That was a failure, and the title sequence was a failure too. That was just dumb.
What, with the face?
No, not the face. The different colored Doctor Who things every episode was like stupid. Like they made like a Dalek color. They made it like, that's dumb. Nobody remembers that. Nobody cares about that. So I don't know. What do you think, Caroline?
I've got Google to work on my big computer.
Listen, Caroline, I'm all for. I know you're all for it. Rose Tyler returning this time for good. No, I'm just kidding.
No, Rose Tyler can't come back.
Because let me tell you something, this moment's prepared for. I think Rose Tyler's coming back. What do you think? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, she can't come back.
I hope not.
I know, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Realistically, I wouldn't mind if they bring her back. Realistically, if they bring her back, they really got to
They'll never bring her back.
They'll never bring her back.
But if they did, if they brought her back, they really got to bring back Captain Jack.
No,
they can never. I can tell you right now with certainty, they can never bring her back, especially with Capaldi, because it would make no sense.
Yeah. Oh. Well, her story's done. That's why
they tied her up with the end of the Tennant.
They got to bring back, Captain Jack. I think it's time they bring it, because I'm running in. It's really awesome lately. Over the last month or so, I've been running into people on the elevator at work, and it seems like lately, ever since the 50th anniversary, more people have been watching it. They're catching up. They're watching it from 2005 up to the present. Like this one girl, she's just finishing up with season 4. And she's going to be getting into Matt Smith's era, and she's like, I love it. And she actually did watch a couple of episodes with Matt Smith, and she actually, we're always on the elevator talking because she's actually a Matt Smith fan, and there's not really too many around. Everybody's like David Tennant. So whenever I meet somebody that's my age that likes Matt Smith, we're like,
I don't think it's true. I think that's a split.
We're like two gerbils on elevator.
I think a lot of people like Matt Smith. Maybe David Tennant more, but
it's funny because people are on the elevator are looking at us like, what are you doing?
Well, it's funny that it's elevator chat, not water cooler chat.
Yeah. But what's really cool is her.
You guys just ride up and down for an hour or two just talking.
Yeah. It's like her, and then I heard a couple other people, in my sci-fi group. There's a big consensus going around, where I live, where a lot of people keep bringing up Captain Jack. And I think people are really starving for him to come back in some fashion, either either like a mini series, like like they did with Children of Earth, where it was just 5 episodes, Monday through Friday, 1 hour a week, and it was done. Either something like that, or if they brought him back in for like a story arc or something, like 2 or 3 episodes.
I would like to see that with Peter Capaldi.
I think he's done. He's got a fork sticking out of him. He's done.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think? What do you think of the news about the Ronnie?
Who the hell is that?
I think she'll be very good. I think she'll be good.
That's a new Ronnie.
Behind the lines.
That's a new Ronnie.
Is that real?
It's the new Ronnie for the Big Finish audio.
For the audio, yeah. It should be in.
That's the big audio thingy. Okay.
Is it Ronnie Elite or something like that? Isn't it going to be at the end of the year?
Yeah, I see it.
You're so funny, Caroline. You're like, it's the audio.
Well, no, I don't think I'm ever. I mean, so many people keep talking. Like my cousin talks about the audios, and you guys talk about the audios. I just can't get into them. Right. Yeah, I get too. I'm a visual person. I need to have the visual, and just sitting there listening to it. I fall asleep, then I wake up, and I fall asleep, and I wake up,
right.
and.
All right.
Yeah,
so
I think
I'd rather read a book than.
Oh my God.
I'd rather read a book than like listen to an audio.
Well, I got 11 books that I got to tell you are really good that you'll probably be interested in. We could talk about that after the cast.
Okay.
All right. I think what the best thing to do now is to jump into the real Walking cast, Walking Dead, or Everything Show, or Horrorcast, because we've got a lot of news for all that stuff. So choose which one.
Horrorcast.
Horrorcast. What do you say, Tim?
Yeah, I mean, either
We
way.
got a lot of stuff to do. All right, we'll just whoever wants to join the next cast, we'll start in about a few minutes. All right. That's it for the cast 336, and also just had a meeting tonight. I'm going to say we're going to have the website in a matter of weeks, and it's being designed, and you guys are going to love it.
Sweet.
Okay, it's going to blow your mind. Fantastic.
Cool.
All right, guys. So that's it. Take care. Bye for now.